Hey everybody, welcome to our demo kitchen webinar. We are having a tad bit of technical difficulty at the moment. We're in the middle of a storm and Laurie and I are in Florida, so if we disappear on you, we'll be back shortly. So we're going to run through this. We know everybody's really busy. We are recording. We will be sending this as a follow-up, and we want to thank you for being here and being a part of our day. So the things that we are going to be covering is food as energy, living foods, coaching skills, doing an actual demo, the detox or cleanse, call it what you will, cooking class, and then how to get people to enroll in your cleanse, in your program, how to make money doing something that you love, and how to implement systems. So if you don't already know me, I am Sherry Mraz. I'm a health coach, author, mentor, a cooking instructor, and the founder of the Wellness Cooking Academy, and also what I call my boots on the ground business, the Cooking Yogi. I had started in this business, it's almost 11 years ago when I became a health coach. And in the beginning, I was doing cooking classes just for my clients. And word got out and I got hired a bunch of places, and I was still acting as if I was doing the cooking classes for my clients. And then I realized, oh my gosh, you have to change. You have to learn how to strategically be in front of people, teach a class, but invite them into your programs and services. So that is why I have you here today, to show you some of the tips that I use to build my own coaching practice, and also how to create some systems. Because in the beginning, I just was randomly doing classes and not saving receipts and or not really knowing how to charge. So over time, I built a really solid system, and that is what that's what I'm sharing with you guys today. So we're going to move right into it. Oh, and we have Laurie here. So Laurie Riddle is my tech guru. Laurie, you want to say hey?
Hi, everybody. I just want to real quick introduce myself. I am Laurie Riddle, and I am also a health coach. I found Sherry, gosh, it's been almost maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, maybe even a little more, I can't remember now, when I was actually looking for some, instruction or some done-for-yous on actually how to teach cooking classes. So I found Sherry, we hit it off right off the bat and quickly went from student to, I guess, mentor, mentee, working together, associates, whatever you want to call it. But we've been working together for a while now. I am also a web designer, and what we've kind of dubbed me as the tech guru. So as we're moving along through this, if you have any questions, I am always here to answer them for you. So just real quick in a nutshell, that's it. And I will let Sherry take it away.
Thanks, Laurie. Honestly, I want everybody to realize that my work would not exist unless I had someone like Laurie. So when she said mentor, mentee, yeah, we bounce ideas off of each other. I all the time in the academy advise our students to get a peer partner, somebody that you can talk each other through things. But I am not technically gifted, but I feel like I was always good at what I did, my cooking classes, my coaching. So for me, I need that. You have to know where your areas, where you're good and where you're not. So moving Laurie into that position, and truth is, we're more like partners now. That is something I recommend for everyone. So we've now created more deluxe packages. We'll go through everything and what we're all about, and how it can serve you. Because you've got to be able to have the right people and material in place, or else you're sort of treading water. You're really not going to get anywhere. So thank you for being here, Laurie, and thank you for always being such a huge supporter of myself and the Academy. So I'm going to jump right in. So we are starting with "Let food be thy medicine," the famous saying from Hippocrates. I'm pretty sure everyone knows it. You know, it even going back all the way to biblical times, it says eat to live, but most of us live the opposite way. We live to eat. You'll see it everywhere you go. I just recently said this weekend, like, oh my gosh, is that all we do is eat? Like, we eat for entertainment. What are we going to do tonight? Oh, let's go out to eat. But it's great that we have all of these amazing resources. We don't live in poverty, but that overconsumption can be your undoing. So your clients, most of them, without even knowing it, are living in that place. They're just, consuming. And without you and without the education to change up the food that they're consuming and think about it, mindfully think about it. That's what this class is about today. The detox, the flushing out, the reset. So, and then when you do that with your clients, you now have an opportunity to get them started on the next thing. Once they do a detox, then they're like, okay, now what? They don't want to mess it up. So it's a really, really good start into all your other products and services. So food as energy. I was a yoga teacher for 14 years before I even began the Academy. And this is something that's really strong in the yoga world, is eating for your energy. Ayurvedic medicine, most of you, you're here because you're a health coach or a health practitioner. You already know this, but your people don't know it. So you have to start to teach them that the food that they're eating is either increasing their energy or decreasing. Something we always talked about in the yoga world was eating close to the ground. As the food is growing out of the ground, nurtured by the sun, the food chain, but we want to eat as close to the dirt as we can, because that is the most living energy, the most vibrant energy you can be putting into your body. So how do your clients feel? Most of your clients look like this. Is their food fueling their goals that they have for themselves, or is it depleting? Chances are it's their own undoing, because they don't know any better. And the food industry markets to people. So some of it's, I hate to say it's not their fault, but they're being told so many different things, and they get confused and they just eat whatever the heck they feel like it, or they think they're making the right choices. So your job is to be an educator. So you're going to be teaching them how to reset and then refuel with the right food. Low energy versus high energy. Again, most people don't know that by the food choices they're making, they're creating this cycle that's driving them into low energy all day long. When I was younger, I came from pretty intense hypoglycemia. It's the same thing as a diabetic, just on the opposite end of the scale, right? So all day long, I was running out of energy. And I thought that was genetic, because the same thing happened to my father. Well, I didn't know, and I was vegetarian. I didn't know that all I kept doing was going and eating bread or something to increase my energy, but it was so short-lived. Then you crash again. And as soon as I went into whole grains and eating and just making better choices, basically eliminating all the white, that was my first step. And these are the things you teach your people. America doesn't need to run on Dunkin', although I'm not going to lie, I do love my coffee, but it's a choice. I know that if I was doing that constantly, and eating the wrong foods, or eating, simple carbs, I am going to be right back into that place where my energy is up, down, up, down. We're as health coaches educating on trying to keep their energy consistent. So again, living foods, that is what our program, our in the academy, that's what we're all about. I mean, just look at the picture. When you're eating living foods, it's fresh, vibrant. It's like you can look at it and know that you're going to feel better when you eat it. All fruits and vegetables they burn quickly. So when you're doing a detox or a cleanse, call it, there is like a scrubbing effect. It's really fiber. So you're eating that fiber and in a detox or cleanse. Now, if you have people who have cancer, they have anything, you're eliminating the fruit altogether. So that's another webinar, another story. But you have to eliminate the sugar. But for the general population, fruits and vegetables, limiting to fruits and vegetables and drinking tons of water and, adding in ginger tea or whatever they like, you teach them, and this is all in the cleanse, they're going to have like little scrub brushes moving through their body. It's pushing things through their digestive tract. And they may not feel optimal energy while they're doing it. And that's your job to reassure them that while they're doing it, their body may react. I don't want to say adversely. This is, you always want to be positive with your people, but there's feeling, when you're detoxing, and that's how they know it's working. So that's actually not a bad thing. And then they're going to start fresh. So that's the beauty of doing a cleanse. And ultimately, most people want to do it like change of seasons at least twice a year, I would say. So the goal, what is your goal? You want your clients to make progress. So many times you're going to, especially if you're doing the 6-month program. I never call it a 6-month program. Let's say 12-session program or a 6-session program. There are times where you're going to have your clients all of a sudden, they just feel like nothing is working. You see people all the time, they start a diet, they have that initial boost, things start working, and then it slows up. So this is another opportunity for you, if they haven't already, you can either start them on something like this and they start clean, or you're working with them, they're making gradual changes, and then maybe at a halfway point, you have them do something like this. It stimulates them, it gives them a reboot, and now all of a sudden they're making progress again. So let's talk about coaching skills. Now, some of the students that we have in the academy, all they really want to do is teach cooking classes. That's fantastic. Do that. That's an extra income for you. It's fun. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to be developing a health coaching program, you have to know what your goal is. Do you want to do one-on-one with people? Do you want to do group coaching, online programs, or, as I said, simply doing cooking classes? But once you know what you're there for, you're doing a cooking class. If you're trying to get one-on-one clients, it's great to invite them to a group program because now you're building a relationship, or you can offer consultations and go right into one-on-one. But you always have to know what your objective is when you go and do any class. So in the academy, we have the cooking classes. That is your platform. I like to think of it as an infomercial. You're in front of people, you're talking. So you get an outline for every single one of the classes. But today, just for today, we're talking about the detox, the cleanse class. That is more of a program. So if you decide that you want to do something like this, we have a done-for-you kit that includes all the information in Word to run an actual detox or cleanse program. However, a great way to market your program is to do a cooking class. So we included a detox cooking class as a part of that package. As a matter of fact, I think we had it as a freebie If it's not in your initial email, it will be given to you as a gift for the follow-up. So you, when we when we follow up with you after this class, so when you get to your class, you're going to welcome everybody. You're going to talk about, just like we just did, what you do, and then you can offer a consultation. But I usually get started, get everybody warmed up, and you can be offering these things as you go along. And then in this one, you let them know it doesn't take a lot of money to be healthy. You can mention the recipes that you are making in this detox. There's a smoothie, a massaged kale salad, a detox soup, and also we give a secondary soup just to give people the variety. They don't have to make both. They can make one or the other, or both. Handouts, you have your recipes. There's an entire packet that walks them through. I'll get into that at the end. But you don't give that to them in the class. You can just show it to them. And then you're going to demonstrate. I'll do a video, show you a video, a snippet of a little class, and just how fun it can be. It's almost silly how when you watch the video, I grabbed a clip that was, I shortened it up and just threw one in here just so you can see, like, to keep it lively and fun. So you're going to demonstrate some knife skills, and then you're going to show them how to make the soup and some of the other things. When you're making it, and I won't go through this whole outline, but you're going to show them how to chop, how to assemble. You can do this as a demo or a hands-on class. And then you demo the smoothie, you're going to make the massaged kale salad, and then you can run them through the packet, but you're not giving it. I wouldn't hand everybody out a packet. What I normally do is I have a stack of the detox packets, and I'll show you how I print them out. I keep it simple. I'll show you in a minute. I have a stack of those. So now they've gone through this cooking class. They love the ingredients. They love the taste of the food. And they say, wow, this is a detox. Like, it tastes pretty darn good. And so they're going to want to then sign on for the detox. So you're just showing them that you have the packets. And then, so if you want to keep your class really short, simple, you can make the soups ahead of time, or you can make it right there. Totally up to you. Obviously, you save time. The flavors marry if you pre-make soup. So at your class, you're going to collect emails, you're going to pass out a survey, and then you offer them at the end of your cooking class. You tell them that you're going to be starting a detox cleanse, and that it's a group program, and it starts, hypothetically, it starts next Wednesday. Everybody's going to be starting at the same time, and you can sell it anywhere from $29 to $97. We have had a bunch of students who have also done it a little differently. They have sold this cooking class as a workshop and sold it. I've seen it sold for $197. So they sell the cooking class, and then they give them the detox as a part of the package. Totally up to you. But that's the general price range that I'm giving you, $29 to $97 for the packet. That is not for the cooking class. You can sell the cooking class anywhere from $20 to $50, I would say, on this one. And then you're going to pass out all the printed copies of you're going to pass out, you can give them the recipes for this. Have printed copies ready to pass out when payments are received. Okay, so thank you, my brain, sorry. So you're going to take those packets that I mentioned to you a minute ago, and once they pay you, and have a swiper that you put right into your phone, and just take payments right there, or let people write you a check, however you want to do it. I take credit cards on the spot, and then you give them the packet. And I personally recommend everybody start a Facebook group. You get everybody in there, and then everybody starts at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to do a little quick, this is only a little 4-minute snippet. This was an hour-long class. So this was myself teaching the detox cooking class, and that is actually one of our past graduates. She came, she was an assistant with me. We had this recorded. You can see I get kind of silly in class.
So you have the little flexible mats and put those out for your people because now it's really light for you and it's just easier. So you're either gonna you have a choice. You're either gonna tear it off, or we talked about like chiffonade. That would be when you kind of roll it up, and then you can. Which one do you prefer? It doesn't matter. Okay. So you're either gonna do that where you like roll it up like a cigar and start cutting, or you tear. But what you're gonna do is, as the instructor, you want to demonstrate both options, and then each table has their little bit of kale, and you tell people to bring their own chef knives. Gotcha. Okay. Bring a couple extra because they forget. But then that's a skill. Now you're teaching them a cutting, you're talking to them about tearing it up. And if you let them do it at the table, it's so much less work for you. If you're doing it as a demo class, then you just make one bowl and just have a volunteer come up to do the massaging. You ask for a massage person. They like humor. And you say, is there any massage therapist in the house? Because this kale really needs a massage. Okay, and since I use so much olive oil, look, I even have a fancy, it's like a little wine stopper. This sits there, I use it for everything. I don't know if this is legit, like if I would be fired off a Chopped, but I actually bake with olive oil. I bake with it because it doesn't really matter. It doesn't. Sometimes I'll do half olive oil, half applesauce, to just kind of lighten it up a little. But I never use any of the other, vegetable or corn oil or any of that stuff. So, okay, so we're just going to do a little drizzle on here. And I know you went already to the sink, so if you have any people helping you, make sure that they wash their hands, all right? So we're just going to put a little bit of the Himalayan salt. And I don't know, we might need more, but start with less. Always start with less. Me too. So what you're going to start to notice is it's going to start to change color. And once it starts to, now, just so you know also, because you're going to be running your class, what did I do? Because like Rachel Ray has a garbage bowl. So you don't have to do that. You have these trays. So I used to have the garbage bowl, but what do we need a garbage bowl sitting there and having people watch? So just as you're going, just keep putting even your garbage, your stuff that you're done with, put it back on your tray, because then you do the easy swap out. So, and always have your little towel. Sometimes if you are wearing an apron, you can put your towel, like hook it here or, off your waistband. Some people just wipe right on their apron. But that's okay, but you wouldn't be able to, like, unless you're going like this, you probably want the towel. All right, so we're going to add to this one, we're going to put a little bit of apple in this one, okay? So when I leave the skin on because, again, it's organic. And, people like with diabetes, the compound in the skin actually is good for them. Okay. So because a lot of fruit isn't good for type 2 diabetic because, again, it's sugar. But apple a day keeps the doctor away. You definitely want to, you can't over massage it. And here's the thing about this salad that I love more than anything. When you have a salad in your fridge that, a leftover, and you want to take it to work or eat it the next day, it's all mushy, and this gets better with age. It's just like women. We get better with age. Yes. Fine wine.
Okay, so that was our sample class.
So you have the little flexible mats.
Hang on a second. Okay, so the moral of the story, now I had said to you, keep it simple. So you can see that that was one of my students, but you're going to have someone from your audience perhaps come up and help you. So keep it friendly. Keep the energy going, and then print out the packet. So when you get the done for you, you print everything out. And I'll show you in a minute everything that is included in it. So because you want to keep it super, super simple and not, you just want to keep your business life as streamlined and systematic as you can. So this is what is in the Done For You Detox package. So everything that you just saw that were in those packs, and you can do nicer folders than whatever you want to do. I just keep it, as I said, I keep it really, really simple. So first there is a pre-planning. There's a guideline that prepares them for actually doing a detox, as I said, detox, cleanse, call it what you will. Then there are shopping lists that they can take the shopping list to the store with them. It's got little check boxes, so they have all the ingredients they need to be prepared for their 3-day detox. You can stretch this out. You can call it a 14-day because they're going to need time beforehand to prepare. They're going to do their 3-day, and then they're going to have need time afterwards to do a post. And that's why I feel really strongly that's where you insert your program, product, or service that is going to be what they need for success. So, and then there's the meal plans. It's spelled out exactly what they're going to do for 3 days. If they want to have soup for breakfast and have the smoothie for dinner, it does not make one bit of difference. You let them know these things, but at least the meals are written out, what they're going to do exactly for 3 days. So in the recipes, and I just showed you, there's the smoothie, a salad, and there's a couple different soups. There's some snack suggestions. And then you want to let them know that there is the guidelines to move forward. So their post detox is really important. You don't just go back to eating how you ate afterwards. You want to re-entry. You want to have the food simple. And so they're going to add in maybe one protein at a time. All of this is spelled out for you. This is the first time ever we have done this detox and sold this program for, oh my gosh, like 4 years probably. And it's been a really big success. Everybody who's used it has done really well. They are signing up clients from it. But the one bit of feedback that we get repeatedly is that people don't know how to do the tech side of it. If you are technologically, if I could speak, I'd be gifted in speech, or you might be technologically gifted. If that's the case, then you would just go for the regular detox package, the Done For You. But if you need that extra boost, like I do, I can't, as I said in the beginning of the webinar, I can't do this without my tech guru, Laurie. So Laurie has the expanded package of this Done For You. So now you will get a sales page. So she'll help you. She'll put it on your website for you, and it links between PayPal and your email service, whether you use Aweber, MailChimp, whatever. So there's this loop that has to exist between your sales page, autoresponder, your payment. Everything has to be hooked together. That's the part that can have all the health coaches that I know scratching your head and treading water and not getting anywhere. So we have put together the package that helps you run your detox smoothly on the back end, as well as having the material for your clients. You will get 13 emails that you go out. So there's a welcome email and then a daily email that walks them through through just simple tips like add in more water. You know, every day you're giving them something that is giving them a small task to improve their health. Again, I always say, keep it simple. You don't want to overwhelm your people. So everything is simple, streamlined, and then also your Facebook posts. I highly recommend that everybody, when you're doing this with your clients, you start a detox group. Call it a restart group. Call it, again, you name your program what you want to name it. If I'm the cooking yogi, my boots on the ground. So mine was the cooking yogi restart or reset. I can't even remember now because I changed it so many times. But I have a cookbook called More Energy, Less Waste. So most of my programs are called that. So like my Facebook group is, you know, the More Energy, Less Waste Detox group, you know, probably says that the last I checked. Anyway, you get the point. So we also include in this deluxe package Facebook posts that will give you material so that you have something to post every day, which makes your workload really, really streamlined. So I wanted to keep this webinar short and sweet. Luckily, the storm didn't completely collapse our our webinar here. So to grab this package, what you can do is you're going to go to thewellnesscookingacademy.com and then you click on the resources or just grab this link. If you click on the resources and go to the drop down, you'll see a bunch of different programs. There is a Done For You Detox package, or as I said, just grab that link. We're so happy that you are here, that we are gifting you with a coupon. So the detox is currently at $197. You can use the coupon Teacher20. That will take 20% off of the purchase price at checkout. You also can apply that to the deluxe package. Pretty much it applies to anything, even the self-study. I know a bunch of you have been emailing me this week asking about the self-study. If you want to use the coupon, this program, the detox is included in the academy. So you don't need to buy both. Should you decide that you want to do the self-study, you're going to get it in there. If you just want to try this out and start building up your client offerings, then just grab the detox package, use the coupon. After you make your purchase, you are added to our private Facebook group, The Self-Study. We do run the Academy live 3 times a year. The next time it opens is in the fall. So when if you decide that you want to upgrade at a later point, you can. So that is it for our webinar today. I think I was seeing some questions popping up. I think Laurie was handling them. I am going to end the recording, and the ones who are here live, just hang out for a minute if you want to go to Q&A and we can answer some more of your questions. But again, I thank you guys for being here. If you want to grab this special, the 20%, then please use Teacher20 and use that under the Health Coach Resource tab. So have a wonderful day. I'm just going to end the recording and stay on.